G'day guys, welcome back to the series. So this is the third video in the ArcGIS Enterprise deployment series. If you found this video without having seen the first two, you may want to check out the full playlist in the video description. But so far, we have installed ArcGIS Portal onto an Azure hosted virtual machine. We've hooked up the virtual machine to a domain and got IIS working with SSL. However, our ArcGIS Portal installation still needs the web adapter to put traffic through IIS to ArcGIS Portal. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to install the ArcGIS Enterprise Web Adapter onto our Portal installation. So let's get straight into it. All right. Okay, so back on the machine, you can see the Portal machine I've got running in the background here, and we're just going to remote into it. Alright, so once logged into the machine, we can go to Start, we'll go to All, and we can see we've got ArcGIS installed. So we'll go down here and then click Portal for ArcGIS. That should open our browser to ArcGIS Portal Home, just to make sure everything's running after turning the server on. Alright, so after going into the Portal URL, we can see Portal is running, and we can see the URL that it's using. We've got not secure because it's not running through the HTTPS port. It's actually running through 7443, which is fine, and that's what we're going to fix. Okay, so we're going to install the web adapter and have it run through the HTTPS port so that the domain also works nicely too. So in the previous video, we went and downloaded the web adapter software into a directory on the machine. So if you haven't done that and you're following this video just to do the web adapter bit, go ahead and download the web adapter off of the MyEsri website. So inside my C drive software folder, we've got the web adapter here for the correct version that we're running. So we installed 11.5 previously, and now we're going to be doing the web adapter for 11.5 on IIS. So we'll just double click on that. Now it will extract, we're going to choose to extract it back into this folder, I think. So just go C software. You can do it wherever you'd like, but I like to keep it all together in the one folder. And that'll extract everything, and now launch setup once we close this. So there will be some dependencies, and just to show you with what you'll get if you don't have the dependencies, we'll just hit close. And we can see here that the IIS web adapter is going to need a couple of these, and these are all part of the Windows system anyway, and it can go and install these for you. So hit I agree, and it'll go install those IIS missing components. And this can take quite a while. So, all right, so it's finished installing those components, but now we're getting this message saying 11.5 requires ASP.NET Core runtime, Windows hosting bundle 8 point whatever. Please see the installation guide for more information. So we'll just hit OK on that, and what we're going to do, and it's exited the installation software now. So we hit finish. What we want to do is get .NET Core runtime 8. If we go to the first link, I'll put this in the description. But if we scroll down here, this is what we want, ASP.NET Core runtime 8. And if we go down to this table, we can see we've got Windows, that's what we're running on. And the one we want is this hosting bundle. That's what the warning message told us it needed. So we'll click that one. And you can see I've previously gone and got the wrong one. So we'll hit open on that installer, and we'll shrink this one down. All right, now we've finished installing it. We'll hit close, go back to our software folder, and you can run the extractor again if you want to, but since we've already extracted it, I can just go into that folder that we extracted it to and then run the setup. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we get another warning saying it requires Microsoft Deploy 3.6 or higher. So, okay, hit finish. We'll go Microsoft Deploy 3.6. Download. Okay. This looks good. Let's try to get it from the Microsoft website, you know. Microsoft Web Deploy, hit download on that. I guess we'll get the English version and we'll hit download here. Okay, so let's go and install this web deploy now. So we'll hit next, agree. Let's just do a full complete install so we're not missing anything. All right, and then with a bit of luck, after we install this web deploy, we should be able to finish installing the web adapter. All right, so we'll hit finish and let's give that one another go. So the web adapter setup will run with a double click, and I think we're good to go on all of our dependencies now. Thank goodness. All right, so we'll hit next, next, and accept the agreement. And then we can go ahead and install it on 443. So that's the one that we've got IIS set up on. So we'll hit next on that. I mean, you can do 80 if you want, but you know, we'll do it on 443. So name of the ArcGIS Web Adapter, we'll just leave that default, I suppose. And then go install. All right, and we'll just let this install. This might take a little while, so I will cut back once this is done. All right, so that has now finished installing. You should be on this screen now if you've done the same. So we'll hit finish, and it'll automatically take us to the web adapter configurator, if we can call it that. The web adapter itself isn't running on HTTPS just yet, so let's just hit continue this. All right, so we're going to go portal for ArcGIS. So we'll go next on that. Yeah, and we'll continue this again. All right, so on this screen, we're going to put in the portal details. So this one here is the actual machine name. So whatever your machine name is what you're going to put here. In my case, see, I'll go into here, right click on here, go to properties. And you can see the machine name is just AGP for me on this computer. Okay, so I'm going to put agp.local. That's just the local machine name. And then in here, this is the portal administrator account. So this is the username. I configured it with administrator in the previous video. If you remember, you may have done it differently for your setup. So it might be portal admin or something like that. So make sure you put your portal admin account in here. And then the password as well. Oh, I did this wrong. It's AGP, not AGO. AGP.local. Okay, so your machine name and then your portal login details here. So hit configure. And if there's a problem, Web Adapter will tell you anyway. So, all right, and this process can take a little while as well. So we'll just let it run and we'll cut back once it's done. Okay, so once that's finished running and it ran successfully, you should be able to get to this notification here saying that the web adapter is now finished setting up. So you can now, it says now you can use the following URL to access the application, but what we want to do is test our actual domain. So we'll put this in here because it's mostly right. And then it's just going to be intelligence.io. So that's the domain we set up to access this machine. And we can see that it's pretty good. So one thing you want to check as well is your sign-in link, because this will affect something called the web context URL. Sometimes you have to change this. So we'll hit sign in. And you can see we've got this invalid redirect URI here. So what we need to do is actually change the web context URL. And we can do that in the settings. So I'll just delete this and we'll go to .local again. And then we'll just delete the rest of this too. And you want to go 7443/ArcGIS/portal admin. And that should take you to this page. So we'll just hit login. And hit login again. And then in here you want to put in your admin login again. And once you're here on this page on the site root, you want to go to System, and then Properties, and then Update Properties, and we're just going to add in the web context URL here. We're going to put this here. Let's make it wider for you. See? Oops, sorry, we'll delete this one. All right, here we go. So this is your web context URL. If you set it up the same way as I did, you'll have probably a different domain, obviously. But this is what you want this to look like. So web context URL, HTTPS, agp.intelligence.io, so whatever your domain is, /ArcGIS. So we left everything default. If you did that, we should be able to sort this one out. So hit update there. And we just let that run again. And then hopefully that'll sort out our sign-in issue. And so running the update, you can see here we'll actually restart Portal. And anytime that happens, it's going to take a little while. So when we go back into Portal now, it might not be started just yet. So let's go have a look. All right, and once you get to this screen, the configuration has happened, but ArcGIS Portal will probably still need a restart. So, all right, so anytime you have to restart Portal, it can take like up to 5 or 10 minutes to actually finish restarting. So there's lots of stuff that does that, like if you do settings or if you turn the server on and off, obviously you just give it a bunch of time for it to start. But hopefully it's restarted now. So over here, I'm just back on my local desktop so we can check it from there. And then in the URL, just put in the URL to go and access it. We should be able to access it through the HTTPS now. So we'll hit enter on this. And with a bit of luck, Portal has started. All right, looks like Portal's ready to go. So we'll just go check our sign in. Go to the sign in, put in your login. I've already got it saved, so we'll hit sign in. And once you're in here, you'll be able to see we've got up to 9 members that we can add, but we've got a whole bunch of licensing as well. So the licensing in here is whatever you set up when you provision your license on My Esri. So if you remember when we did it, I enabled a whole bunch of extensions. I also enabled a bunch of user types. So if I go to user types, we can see we've got the basic creator license, and we assign the administrator just a standard creator license. That'll give you an ArcGIS Pro Basic, where we shrink that. We've also got the indoor user, we've got professional, that'll give you an ArcGIS Pro standard license that we can go and assign. And then plus will give you the advanced with all the extensions as well. When it comes time to actually creating additional members to your site, what you can do is in the members section, go to members, and then add members, and then assign them a user type. So it could be another creator, it could be professional plus, whatever they need. And that will give them the corresponding license setup in Portal. So for all intents and purposes, your Portal environment is now set up and ready to go, pretty much 100%. We do want to go and connect it with ArcGIS Server though. So In the next video, we're going to be looking at setting up the VM for server, and then the following ones we're going to finish installing server, doing the web adapter on the server, and then powering it up with the ArcGIS data store as well. But that's quite a few videos down the line, so stick with me. If this is the first video you looked at, make sure you have a look at the video in the playlists, or if you want to skip forward to any other step in the process, have a look at the playlist and I'll have the videos broken down that way. But yeah, stick with me, and eventually we will have an ArcGIS Enterprise deployed, ready to go on cloud infrastructure. So cheers, I'll see you in the next one.